นะครับระหว่างนี้อยากจะกระตุ้นให้เกิดคำถาม Jay
Yes.
I sense from the meeting is the question from myself about your experience with NSOE or in Europe. I just think there are a lot of countries, there are a lot of utilities. Have you explained that if you count the TSO, it's maybe 45 of them. If you include DSO, a lot more. I think not just integration among or across utilities, but also inside utility. We have a number of organizations, sub-units in the utility. In order to make them agree,
Yes,
using CIM as a canonical mutual agreement language is not an easy job. The question is, I suppose it would take a very long time to make European agree on that. And it may be not a very easy job, very difficult to make them not only to agree on them, but to implement integration. Please give us your experience on that. I think you saw a lot of hurdles along the way.
Yes. So the way the European standard works, NSOE, which is the European organization, was required by the European legislature to develop standard exchanges. So there is no argument. It was in law. They had to do it. So NSOE created, using CIM, standards for data exchange, and just said to the TSOs, you have to conform. This is the standard. But the TSOs did get to participate in a process of designing the standard with NSOE. So they were in a position where they couldn't refuse, and they were obligated to modify their software to meet the standards. But they did have some say in what the standards were. The NSOE did not do very much to help the TSOs internally meet the standards, which is one of the places where they could have done better. I wrote a paper with Pat Brown, and EPRI published it, on what a TSO needed to do to set itself up so that they could meet the NSOE standards. But in a way, if you were doing this in Thailand, you would follow a similar process. You would start with the top-level agreements among the parties based on the kind of modeling that was important to you at the time. And you would create a version 1 standard, and that standard, if EA is implemented, for example, a CIM-based internal, that standard would not be difficult to meet, and same for all of the other participants, but it would take some work on the behalf of the participants in order to conform to the standard. And then you would probably, year by year, review the standard, and maybe every couple of years come out with a new version that would satisfy new needs. So it is a long process. I won't tell you it's just a simple process, but it isn't terribly difficult to get it started and start having. When you start having the conversation, you will start learning things, and those will be to everybody's benefit.
Thank you Jay ผมถามแกว่าเออที่ทำประเทศไทยเองถึงแม้เราจะมี3การไฟฟ้ามีจำนวนน้อยกว่ายุโรปเยอะก็เลยถามว่ายุโรปมีตั้ง40กว่าเฉพาะสายระบบส่งถ้ารวมจำหน่ายด้วยจะมีเป็นร้อยมันจะไม่ง่ายนักที่จะให้หน่วยงานเหล่านั้นคุยก็เลยอยากขอประสบการณ์กันหน่อยแกบอกว่าบางเรียนที่ยุโรปเรียนสหภาพยุโรปเนี่ยเขามีสหภาพยุโรปอยู่เหมือนกับเป็นสหประชาชาติของยุโรปสหประชาชาติของยุโรปหรือสหภาพยุโรปเนี่ยเขากำหนดกติกาเปรียบเสมือนเป็นกฎหมายและตอนกำหนดกฎหมายประกาศกฎหมายก็ไม่ได้ถามความสมัครใจของประเทศต่างๆด้วยประกาศไปทีเดียวดังนั้นระบบสายส่งที่มี45บริษัทก็ไม่มีทางเลือกจะต้องทำตามแล้วก็เขาบอกว่าไม่พูดเหมือนง่ายจริงๆมันไม่ง่ายหรอกนะแต่ว่ามันเป็นลองโปรเซสที่ใช้เวลานานแต่ว่าการโปรเซสมันใช้เวลานานกว่าจะให้ทุกฝ่ายเข้าใจแล้วก็กำหนดเป็นกฎหมายได้เนี่ยแต่ว่าจุดเริ่มต้นมันไม่ยากแต่เริ่มต้นแล้วขณะที่เริ่มต้นเชื่อว่าพอเริ่มต้นปุ๊บทุกฝ่ายก็จะได้เรียนรู้ว่าจำเป็นจริงหรือเปล่าแค่ไหนไม่ต้องไปตามถึงยุโรปอาจจะจำเป็นต้องมีมากกว่ายุโรปพอทุกฝ่ายเรียนรู้ก็ใช้เวลาเรียนรู้ด้วยกันไปอันนี้ที่สุดก็จะเกิดขึ้นนั่นคือคำแนะนำเขานะครับเดี๋ยวผมจะถามต่อไปถ้าไม่มีคำถามอื่นนะครับผมจะถามต่อไปว่าในยุโรปอย่างที่ท่านตอบว่ามันมีองค์กรกลางเหมือนสหประชาชาติที่เรียกสหภาพยุโรปเป็นตัวกำหนดสร้างกฎหมายให้ทุกคนปฏิเสธไม่ได้ต้องปฏิบัติตามในประเทศไทยเรามีแค่3การไฟฟ้าและกฎหมายชัดเจนอยู่แล้วประมาณว่าเรียกว่ากึ่งโมโนโปลีนั้นสถานการณ์มันอาจจะต่างกันเราอาจจะไม่มีกลางที่จะประกาศว่าต้องเป็นอย่างนี้นะเดี๋ยวผมจะถามต่อไปว่าคุณเจมีข้อคิดเห็นอะไรเรื่องนี้ไหมครั้งนี้เป็นการอย่างที่เรียนครับ CIM Study Forum วัตถุประสงค์คือเพื่อ study นะครับมาแลกเปลี่ยนเรียนรู้ใครนึกคำถามอะไรออกก็เชิญนะครับJay from me again it's about the last question for the European Union has a right or the power to make something like a law enforcement. As you said, TSO have cannot refuse that, have to follow that. But in Thailand case, we have only 3. How can I put this? Some kind of monopoly. We don't have some regulation body, but in order to convince or to illustrate the problems if we do not, is maybe as Thai people maybe difficult to convince them.
Of course, but
do you have any thought on that? If you have any, please.
Yes, the thing that you rely on if you don't have a legislature is that you have mutual benefit. So when you make an agreement, let's say PEA makes an agreement with EGAT, you get some modeling from EGAT, EGAT gets some modeling from you. And hopefully both sides find that beneficial. And then you get the parties to the table and they talk about where the benefit is and they focus on the benefit and they postpone issues that are not beneficial, mutually beneficial. You can, the other secret to getting the process started is that you can define PEA by itself could define a Thailand framework, but it would be a proxy for the other parties. So if somebody didn't want to participate, PEA could make a model for them that fit into that framework. And so if you get some of the parties to the table and interested, you focus on them and somebody is a proxy model for the other parties. And then hopefully they demonstrate value and eventually the reluctant parties see that that's a good thing and join in. So you can grow the participation gradually. You don't have to have full agreement from all parties right at the beginning.
Thank you, Jay. That's a very good idea. Thank you very much. In fact, it's about time. Jay, I would like to sincerely thank you very much. In this industry, in CIM Standard, for me, you are the legend. You are my mentor, at least. I learned a lot from you, and I would like to share Thai audience the knowledge that you just provided us. And we plan, the seminar, the CIM Study Forum, as the name suggested, we would like to have a stage or opportunity for Thai people, around the inside the industrial power utility, to have a place to study, to talk, to exchange experience, and to listen to the experience from the advanced country. Today, you give us a lot of valuable speech, and thank you for the answering very, for me, very good answer, and very, I think it is useful for PEA and other utility in Thailand, and maybe in the future to other countries in Southeast Asia also. I don't know the future what will be, but in my head, in our team, if there is a chance, I would like to continue a CIM Study Forum, maybe once or twice a year, to achieve such purposes. And maybe in the future, not just the utility in Thailand, maybe include Malaysia, Laos, or Myanmar in the future. It is a study forum. I think it's possible. Thank you very much, Jay. If you have the last words to say, please do so.
Well, just thank you very much, Chumpao, for those flattering comments, and I wish you all the success. I think it's a great idea that you're working on there, and I want to see Thailand succeed with this effort. So, thank you. I'm going to go get some dinner.
Thank you very much, Jay. Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.
I will go to the next session. Pure language. Thank you very much. Goodbye.